Hey guys, welcome back to day 41 of Animal Crossing, and it's almost 9 o'clock, and we gotta take care of some things before Nook closes and get our song for the week. So, yeah, um, there's a lot to do. We gotta hurry up because we're only like 5 more minutes to go. I should not have waited till the last second to actually do all this stuff. But, anyways, let's talk about X Factor tonight because today was Saturday and the performances were like at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, which I completely missed some of it at the beginning. But I was able to see it all later on, and overall tonight it was decent. I don't think it was better than last week. Last week was really good. It was a lot of great performances. This week, however, I really felt like some really excelled. Some really pushed themselves. Some were okay, some were average, and some were bad. I'm gonna just say it. Some of them were bad. And I think there were two that really stuck out for me that were really bad. And if it were up my decision to who should go home, those two would definitely go home. But since it's not my decision, and I don't think one of them is going to be in the bottom, I'm going to have to deal with that one person again another week. So anyways, let's get on with the performances while we take care of some more stuff. First performance of the night was Johnny Robinson, and he sang Hung Up, which I have no idea who sang that. I don't know. And You Spin Me Round Like a Record by Dead or Alive. Interesting song choice. The first performance I really didn't love. I actually thought this performance was not very good for Johnny. And I do like him. I do think he's likable, and I do think he can sing, but I just don't think this week was very great. And for a night like tonight, I kind of worried that he could be in the bottom three. I don't think he's going to be last in terms of, if you're really last of the night, you are eliminated, period. So I don't think he will be last, but I do think I'm kind of worried that he's going to be in the bottom because his performance was really not that good or relative to some of the other performances he's given in the last couple of weeks. He was okay on the first song. The second song, I don't think it was very. The second song got better. It felt like it fit his voice better. Fit his voice more comfortably, but I still felt like it was just okay. And for tonight, with people stepping up, I just don't know if okay is good enough. So, anyways, after that was Janet Devlin. She's saying "I Want You Back" by Jackson 5. It started off good. But once she screwed up the lyrics and she didn't remember what it was, it completely fell apart. I do not want her back. I never want her back. If it were up to me, I would eliminate her after tonight. Because I think she gave the second worst performance of the night. I really felt like there's so many people in the past that have sang this song better than she has. And she, again, just feels very lifeless. She does not show any emotion whatsoever on her face. So she's kind of boring, and I just feel like she's not that good. I'm just sick and tired of listening to her. I just think there are other more interesting contestants this season than her. I just don't. I'm kind of sick and tired of the WGWGs. Whether it's white girl or guy with the guitars. I'm so sick and tired of those people. They have to bring something extra special that I've never seen before to really get it. To really get an amazing thing from me. But she's just not bringing it like she always does. So I'm going to buy this golf bag, and that's pretty much it, I think. Unless I think of something else to buy. Okay, anyways, after that was Craig Colton. He's saying Heaven by Bryan Adams. Really strange. I didn't expect that song to be a club classic, which is actually the theme. I didn't even mention that before. But he's saying Heaven. I actually thought he was one of the best people to sing Heaven I've ever heard. One of the best people to sing Heaven, ever. Other than Bryan Adams. I thought he did a really good job vocally. He pretty much was on point. There was a couple moments in the middle where I was like, But there's always a couple moments in this, like I always say, there's a couple moments in every person's performance that I just feel like it's, yeah. But I thought it was a very good choice. I liked how it started. It fit his kind of style, but also made him different and stand out relative to some of the other arrangements I've heard before. So I think he did really well. I think he did a really good job with that song. And what's that? A mushroom. Okay, so I gotta grab that. Anyways, after that was The Risk, and they sang A Night to Remember by 9, 1, and 1. And I actually think the last couple of weeks the Risk were kind of off to me. This is the first week where I felt like they really came back. I thought they were really strong this week. I thought that was the perfect song choice, perfect kind of song to fit their voices. Liked the rapping, liked the vocals. I actually do think they have a lead singer, even though it's not like well established. I do see a strong singer in that group, and I think they really sang well. I really think they should not be going home this week. Again, they did a really great job. Loved it. After that was Marcus Collins. He sang Reet Petite by Jackie Wilson. Really interesting song choice. I never thought that he would sing something like that. But I'm going to say that was probably Marcus's best performance so far. And not only his best performance so far, the best performance of the night. For me. I don't know if it was the best performance of the season yet, but he definitely was one of the best of the season, and definitely the best of the night for me. I loved that performance. It really fit his voice. I really felt like he showed a lot of personality. He showed a different side that's quite different from everyone else. He's not the typical, generic R&B singer. He actually has an interesting style. I actually always thought that Marcus was cannon fodder up to at the very beginning of this competition. I always felt like Marcus was cannon fodder. I never felt like he had really a strong presence or a strong input into this competition. But after tonight, I really can see him being at least top 5 now. And as long as he continues to give performances like that, I 100% think that he will be in the top 5. So we'll have to see if he carries on, but he was the best of the night for me, personally. And really loved it. After that was Kitty Brucknell. She sang Like a Prayer by Madonna. I like that Madonna song. It's actually my favorite Madonna song that I've heard from her. But I have to say, this is the worst time for Kitty to do something like that, because that was her worst performance ever so far in this competition. I just felt like that song was just way, way, way too simple for her. She has a very complex voice. She has a Lady Gaga kind of voice. And she kind of tried to inject Lady Gaga stylings into the song, which is fine, but the song couldn't hold it. It was just really too easy and too simple for her. So when she sang it, it felt like she was shouting and over-singing the song. And I didn't feel a genuine connection with this performance, and I like that song, but I don't like it on Kitty. I think there's so many other songs that are bigger out there, and she should be going for bigger, bolder things, not these simplistic Madonna songs. It's not good enough for her, I don't think. So I thought she was okay. I liked how she started when it was starting out simpler, but I did not love it when she started. And I don't think either of Louis' performers should be really like feeling safe. I think they really could be in trouble tomorrow. Up next was Frankie Kokoza, and he sang I Got a Feeling by Black Eyed Peas. Can we please get rid of this guy? Because Black Eyed Peas is like literally one things you should never, ever, 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 ever sing, because they're not singers. They're not. And Frankie singing this song was a joke. It was absolutely horrendous. I don't know what begged Gary to choose this song. I don't care what his reasoning is behind choosing it, and he did apologize, but I don't think that's good enough. Um, I I really hated that performance. There was nothing good about it. He was the worst performance of Mayonnaise. I mean, out of 100, I give it a 6. You know, for it was that terrible for me. I couldn't stand it, and I normally don't give anything lower than a 10 unless it's really horrible. And so I 100% think Frankie's going to be eliminated, but not just eliminated, eviscerated from the competition. And also, bye-bye, Frankie, thank goodness. I will not be able to have to hear him anymore. Thank God. Okay. Alright. Anyways, after that was Misha B. She sang Proud Mary by Creedence Clearwater Revival. Later done famously by Tina Turner. I thought she did a competent version of that song. I don't think she really... I think she lost some of her edge with that performance. You know, I really felt like she strained it out. She tried to make it like more not like her. It felt like it was a very restrained version of Misha B. And I kind of get it because, you know, last week she's trying to appeal to more people and try to get them to vote for her. But at the same time, she should really try to be herself. Who she is, what she is, and let her singing stand out for her, because I felt like she could have done more with that song. She was okay, though. I really felt like she could have... I don't know. I think she'll be fine, though. She was in the bottom 2 last week. I think people will vote hard for her this week to keep her out of bottom 2. Anyways, after that was Rhythm Mix, or Little Mix, whatever they want to call themselves. They sang Please Don't Stop the Music by Rihanna. And I think, again, it was a very competent performance. It was very sound-alike to me. It didn't feel like they had very much originality. But I thought they sounded okay. They sounded decent. I just wasn't really enthusiastic about this performance. With 3 people really coming up tonight and stepping up, I think their performance kind of got lost in greatness, in the great performers. So yeah, the order for me tonight was, in terms of who I felt did the best and the worst. Number 1, Marcus. Absolutely, Marcus. Number 2, The Risk. Number 3, Craig. Number 4, Misha B. Number 5, Rhythmix. Number 6, Johnny, which I don't really like to say. 7, Kitty. 8, Janet. And 9, Frankie. And going home, probably Frankly for sure, but I don't know the other person. So see you guys later. That's pretty much it for tonight. We'll see who goes home, and hopefully it'll be Frankie. Bye, guys.